It's Matt and Jennifer Lucas with the Franchising Company back for another edition of our Zor Zoom series. Today we're going to be speaking with Kim from Degree Wellness. As we're going through the conversation today, if you like what you're hearing, be sure to click the link below. Let us know what territory you're interested in. We'll get with Kim, make sure it's available, and then talk through those next steps. So, with that being said, Kim, thank you so much for joining us. Tell us just a little bit about yourself and a little bit about Degree Wellness.
Of course. Thank you so much for having me, guys. This is so great. Degree Wellness is an emerging franchise brand, which means we only started development about a year ago. However, in that past year, we became one of the fastest growing franchises there is. And that's not just in the wellness sector, that's in franchising in general. So in the past 10 months, we brought on 64 franchisees for 152 units. So that number is going to change a little bit within 24 hours too, because I'm here again at Confirmation Day in Jacksonville.
Wow. That's a
Congratulations.
lot.
Yes.
It's been a run. Thank you. But it's really exciting because what Degree Wellness does is we give these modalities, wellness modalities that were once only available to high-end athletes and celebrities. We make them easily accessible and unintimidating for every person in your community, helping promote things like longevity, decrease inflammation, decrease anxiety and depression. Not like we know anything of that, but our services are right. We don't know her. Our services are scientifically proven to help you sleep better, look better, and all the things that people are interested in. So this is a really unique opportunity for business owners to make a difference in their community while also getting involved in something that is very profitable.
So part of what not just the whole wellness and feeling better and how simple, and I'll let you get into how simple this model is, but tell us a little bit about the backstory and the founder and how this came to be. I love this story.
Amanda Watts Lightcap is our brand president, and she is just phenomenal. Before she ever got involved in Degree Wellness, she was involved in tech and marketing on Wall Street. She founded 2 tech startup companies, sold them, and during COVID, she moved from New York to Jacksonville and was commuting when unfortunately she got a pretty crummy phone call from her doctor that she now had thyroid cancer. Amanda is a very motivated person. Words like anxiety and depression never affected this woman until this diagnosis came on. So a quick Google review, what do I do to get myself back to the way I was, said try cold plunges for energy and cryotherapy for energy, try red light to help with the scar, try sauna for relaxation and inflammation to help with recovery. So she Google searched and found a local Degree Wellness. At the time, it was owned by just a mom and pop person who owned 2 locations. She became their number 1 customer. And then when they were looking to sell, Amanda bought it. She did a lot of changes based on what she had known from her tech business, really implemented a tech stack focused on customer acquisition and retention, but also looked at how much square footage each piece of equipment used in the rooms, got rid of services that weren't working, brought in other services that would work better, and really made some impactful changes. She started franchising early 2024, partnered with my company, Franchise Fastlane, later that year, and that's when it really took off.
I love that story. Part of it is how efficient and how few employees you actually need to run this business or this model. So let's
Yeah.
talk about that.
I can tell you our best performing studio is operating, oh gosh, their bottom line is over 340 adjusted net profits. They're doing that with 49.9% profit margins and an entire staff of only 10. 2 employees Monday through Friday, 3 employees Saturday, Sunday. Now, when I work with new candidates, I do tell them you'll work up to that. And when you're first getting started, you might need 3 employees during slower hours just while everybody's training, but that quickly changes. This is not a difficult job to learn. This is not a very high skill set, high demand employee. Really good customer service skills, able to follow a process, friendly. That's all we need.
Yeah, that's impressive. I didn't even know that. The
No,
49.
I didn't either. Those margins are insanely high.
So do
Those
you,
are the new numbers from our newest FDD. So your candidates do see this. We talk them through it. And because of the simplicity of the model and the tech stack Amanda's created, they can operate with only 2 employees most days.
Well, and I love this space. Like just the health and wellness space in general, I think is just poised for a huge explosion over the next, 10 plus years.
So you're not the only one. Business Insider and McKinsey have both recently suggested that now wellness is a recession resistant industry.
that's
So we get a lot of entrepreneurs who just know, oh, wellness, I should do something in wellness. And then they reach out to us. But then we have a pretty strong vetting process to make sure that it's a good culture match.
Yeah, yeah. No, I mean, I think more and more people are becoming more health focused. They're paying more attention to what they're putting in their bodies or on their bodies. And so I think anything in this space, just in general, is a huge win. But when you're talking about margins like this, wow.
Hmm.
And so you, going back to the employees, do you need a nurse or like special skilled? Okay, that's what I thought.
Yep.
Just
So,
one?
yeah, just one at any given time, and not even at all times. The nurses are only required to be there for the vitamin boosters and injections. Um, those are appointments made by appointment only. So you have on the customer facing app, you block out the times that the nurses are working, and that's when customers can book those services. At
Okay.
some point, there is a trade-off because our nursing staff is also greeting customers, running wash, flipping rooms, giving tours. They're all doing everything. So at some hours when it's slower, you only need one person. And if that one person is a nurse, if somebody does want a booster or an IV, they can definitely get it. So there is a little bit of a trade-off. You do pay that employee a little bit more per hour, but if one person gets a booster, that person just paid for themselves.
Okay.
Wow.
So I was a little confused on that, but that makes a lot more sense. And how big of a location and does Degree Wellness help them find the location?
Oh, definitely. We have a number of third-party providers that we partner with to make sure that we provide white glove service from finding the location to the build out. Ideal location will be about 2,000 square feet. On the small end, we'll go as small as 1,800, as big as 2,500. We do have some folks who went a little bit larger, but they're anticipating to put corporate offices in the back. And it was really unique situations where the location was right and the rent was right and the size was too big. They went with it anyway.
Okay.
Okay.
And what are we looking at from a total investment?
It's such a wide range. And our FDD is an enormous range. It's going to be somewhere between 350 and 790.
Okay.
I tell everybody the low end of that estimate really assumes you're buying all of your equipment with $0 down, you're financing it. Total cost of ownership is a little bit higher, but if that's right for that employee or that customer, sounds good to us. The high end of the estimate is then assuming you're going into a brand new development and you're getting $0 in tenant improvement.
Okay.
Not very likely. Most people are going to be somewhere between that like 620 to 670.
Okay.
Okay.
That's a tighter range. I like that.
Mhm.
And we forgot to mention this is a membership based model, so very predictable revenue, right?
80% of our revenue is coming from memberships.
Wow. And what's the retention rate on the members?
It's not in our FDD.
Oh, okay.
Amanda does talk about it a little bit during leadership calls. So when your candidates do come in, they will hear about this.
Okay.
It's usually about double of what people will do at fitness.
Oh, wow.
And you can Google what a fitness retention rate would
Sure.
be. Um, the reason why ours is so high is our services are passive. You don't have to do anything to get here. Plus, we have so many different modalities that there's something that works in every person's timeline. Like if I have a full hour to spare, that's great. I can do contrast therapy and do sauna, shower, cold plunge. Awesome. But if I only have 15 minutes, I can do red light. If I have 20 minutes, I can do red light into cryotherapy. And I just got the same metabolic response as an hour in contrast, but now I'm doing it all in 20 minutes. The benefit of Degree Wellness is all of the different modalities can mix and match. So customers can really choose their own adventure, making this a lot stickier, helping with our retention rates.
I love it.
I love it. So are owners able to buy into this as a semi-passive or semi-active owner to start?
They sure can. So we would call it the investor model. We do request that they're spending somewhere between 5 to 10 hours a week in the business, I should say on the business, not necessarily in the business. The opportunity cost of them sitting here is probably too high. So they would hire employees. They would then want to have a general manager in place the day that they find their location. That might feel a little bit early for that investor, but once you find your location, we start pre-sale marketing. A big benefit of Degree Wellness is we have the ability to do pre-sales, which then our corporate studios 3 and 4 both opened cash positive on day 1. So that's
Wow.
the goal that we want all franchisees to follow. The only way they follow is if they follow the pre-sale marketing plan. And if you're doing this as an investor model, you'll want a general manager hired so that they could follow the plan.
So let's dive into that pre-launch marketing program. What does that look like? Is it going knocking on doors? Is it digital, social? Like what all are you doing?
A lot of it is digital. We'll
Perfect.
say about 95% of your founders level memberships are going to be acquired through digital marketing. Again,
Wow.
thanks to the tech stack that Amanda's created.
Sure.
However, we definitely see the value in grassroots marketing. So part of the plan will include things like setting up a table outside of local boutique fitness, starting B2B relations, getting involved with local chamber of commerce and that kind of thing. Because then when people see our targeted ads online, it really resonates with them and they're more likely to click.
Makes sense.
So you mentioned that you want to make sure they're a cultural fit. So tell me what's the avatar that you're looking for?
Our ideal avatar is somebody who wants to help their community in a meaningful way. These modalities will change lives. And we are fully aware that you need time to invest in yourself. And time is something that most customers don't have, or they have very sparingly. So if somebody is able to give 20 minutes to come to Degree Wellness, our goal is to make sure that those 20 minutes are the best 20 minutes they've got. Employees can really focus on customer service because everything else is helped through the tech stack. But if that corporate culture of standing when somebody walks in, greeting them by name, getting to know what their favorite song is that they want to listen to while they're in the cryotherapy chamber, if that's not coming down from the top, your employees who are probably getting paid a little bit more than minimum wage certainly aren't going to do it. So we do need to find people who want to make a difference and want to help people so that they can help push that corporate culture.
Makes sense.
That makes sense.
What's something we haven't asked yet that you think is really important for the audience to know?
Oh boy.
I feel like we've covered a lot in a short period of time here. So I'm trying to think
Yeah.
of what we missed.
Well, so you didn't really mention the employees. Everything is as automated and tech savvy as possible because of Amanda's background. Um, so what are they doing? I know what the nurse is doing, but they're just tell me what their roles are.
We would call them sales associates or the nurses, and everyone is kind of helping each other. This is very team camaraderie type of place. You are greeting customers, flipping rooms, running wash. We provide all of our members, frankly, and non-members with a glass water bottle. So if they do want water, we have an elevated way to give it to them. It's just the small touches. So they're filling water bottles. They are cleaning. Our locations are very bright, very light and airy. They are very clean. As a customer, if you go into one of these places and it's moody and dark and sexy, that is cool. But It might also be dirty here with us. Very, very clean and bright and open. What else did we not talk about? You know,
I
the
feel like we
most
did a lot of it.
meaningful thing, maybe at least the most meaningful for me personally, is I recently signed my franchise agreement and
Oh,
I'm opening 3
congratulations.
studios in New Jersey.
Congrats. That's awesome.
I've been involved in franchise development for 7 years and I have no experience opening a business. But again, with Amanda, she really does make you feel like you can do this. And if I helped 64 other people find their dream careers or their passive opportunities, I'm all in.
That's a huge testimonial too.
Yes, it is, because you don't see a lot of free dev folks, that actually go and invest their own money and time and energy into starting a business. So the fact that you believe in this model enough to where you're not just doing one, you're doing three, that
Girl.
is a testament right there.
I think we should do it.
I knew this was coming. I knew it. You were going to be getting an email as soon as we get off here, and she's going to start talking to you. I knew it.
We
Well,
do have some other business consultants who are part of our franchise system. We can definitely talk, but then you'll be upset that you sold off your territory.
that's awesome. Well, thank you for joining us. I love this brand. I love their growth. I love the backstory. I love everything about it.
And yeah, again, so obviously you heard at the beginning of the call, territories are moving pretty quick for this brand. So click that link below. Let me know what market you're interested in. We'll get with Kim. We'll see if it's available and we'll get started on the next steps.
Thank
So
you,
much.
Kim. Congratulations. So
Yes.
excited for you.
Thank
Talk
you
to
so much, guys. Thank you for the time.
Hey there, Jennifer and Matt here. We see you eyeing that franchise. We love it too.
Don't be afraid to reach out with questions. We'll never share your info.
So let's talk more about this one or any others that you've got your eye on.